Well, hello, my name is Peyton Galyean. I am an intern here at Hail Trace in Oklahoma City. I will be with you every Monday this summer. And again, thank you to our sponsors. But let's hop right into our weather headlines today. We're going to be talking about a few things. First off, we're going to do a 3-star Saturday recap. Some areas in Pennsylvania did get some hail damage this past weekend, so we're going to quickly talk about that. And we have multiple storm chances throughout today. Parts of Texas, California, up in Montana, and parts of the East Coast in the Carolinas. And we're also going to be talking about another tropical disturbance in the Atlantic Basin. We are only 5 days into the Atlantic hurricane season. We got number 2 on the way, so we're going to take a look at that. But coming up, we are going to be in Tampa, Florida at Raymond James Stadium this week, June 7th. So come out, come talk to us, come see us, and learn all about Hail Trace. All right, so going into that hailstorm highlight in Pennsylvania this past weekend, you can see our hail map you can find on our website. You see the different areas of shaded regions determining the different size hail. So we're going to once again talk about where it was in Harrisburg, max hail size of about almost 2 inches. We're talking about 1 3/4 inch, and just over 56,000 homes were impacted with this event this past Saturday. This was a 3-star hail map, but going forward, Pennsylvania, you look pretty clear right now. You can see scattered showers in Maine, off the Texas coast, in the Gulf of Mexico. Really nothing severe right now, just scattered showers here and there. And our current temperatures, as we also take a look across the United States, we have mid-80s down in Texas, in Oklahoma. You can see just how warm the central part of the country is. You can see out in eastern portions of the state, we have those 70s, a much needed cool down as we had near record-breaking temperatures this time last week for that Memorial Day. And you can see out west, very cool. We get up 60s in Colorado and in the Los Angeles area, not like summer whatsoever, but these dew points, they are extremely gross, might I say. 70 down in Florida, 69 New Orleans, 63 in Dallas, even 63 up in Wichita. And in this green shaded region, that's where you can see just how muggy everything is. And our muggy meter, it's pretty much agreeing with what you just saw. You can see aren't pretty settled, being caught off guard, going outside, getting really sticky and everything. It's not the greatest, but hey, it's summer. Summer in the south, it's muggy. So going forward today, we have multiple areas we're going to watch for some hail. First, heading out to California in the Fresno and Redding area, we have that risk for about 1 inch to 1 1/4 inch size hail possible. And then also going up to Montana near Butte. I know this area has been impacted for weeks on end. Another hail, just have to look out for the rest of today. And then even down south near Corpus Christi, we have some beachgoers down on South Padre Island, down in Brownsville, near the Texas-Mexico border. Keep an eye out for some hail as well. And even going back to the East Coast, near South Carolina, North Carolina, parts of Tennessee, Knoxville, Charlotte, also in that area where you can see 1 inch to 1 1/4 inch hail size possible. Now, this is only the hail, but we do have a tornado threat for today. Not many tornado threats like we had that isolated hail threat during multiple parts of the country. This is only going to be isolated in South Texas by Corpus Christi, south of San Antonio, by Laredo, Brownsville, the Texas-Mexico border. Again, South Padre Island, beachgoer, just keep that in mind. It's not going to rain on your parade all day, but just keep that in mind. The threat is there. It's not zero, so you can never rule it out. So going over to our wind forecast, pretty much the same areas that are being impacted by that hail, going to have to watch out for some wind as well. So we have this wind category from about mid-50s up to just shy of hurricane force winds. So down in Texas, once again, that area where the tornado threat is the highest, just keep that in mind. Laredo, Corpus Christi, South Padre Island. Back to the East Coast we go in Charlotte. Once again, winds from 58 to 74 miles an hour possible. Back to the West Coast with California. We're pretty much just going everywhere on this map today. And then up once again to Butte, Montana. Nothing too strong and damaging, but once again, that wind can stir up some things going forward. So taking a look at that future radar, you can see off the coast of Texas in the Gulf of Mexico, that Houston area where we have some showers and storms going down to the Corpus Christi area. Once again, that is where our tornado threat is, but going out through the overnight hours, that's when the storms diminish. And then heading out to California, these storms don't seem to be as strong as we can see in those coastal communities down in Texas. And once again, through those overnight hours into tomorrow, these storms diminish once again. So if you're going to be roofing today, pretty much the south, it's going to be hot, but it's not going to be horrible. You can see pretty much looking at our roofing meters pretty much in the green, the yellow, and up into the orange-red area. Nothing's really going to be hurting you, especially here in Oklahoma. No weather today. No storms, nothing strong to severe, so make sure you take your preparations for the next event we have potentially coming up. Now going into tomorrow, the same areas that are being impacted today might get a round two for tomorrow. So we can have West Texas out in California, and then once again on the East Coast in the Carolinas. So heading out west, we can see eastern parts of California, northern parts of Nevada, and in Salt Lake City, Utah. That whole area from Reno to Salt Lake, you're in that area from 1 inch to 1.25 inch size hail. Down into Texas, we have New Mexico down to the Texas-Mexico border. This area also has been hit multiple weeks in a row with some severe weather. Here they go once again, 1 inch to 1.25 inches possible. And then South Carolina, Columbia, I have that storm system moving south. You are also in the target for some hail for tomorrow. Now wind, also the same areas pretty much. You can see Nevada, Texas, and South Carolina. So heading out west, we have that same area, once again, 58 to 73 mile an hour winds possible from Salt Lake all the way to Reno, even pushing north into about Oregon and Wyoming. And we go into Texas, we have from Big Bend National Park all the way to El Paso up into New Mexico. That's where we have those strong winds as well. And then heading out to our East Coast, pretty much the entire state of South Carolina is at the risk to have some experiencing strong to severe wind gusts as well. And we are only 5 days into the Atlantic hurricane season. Hurricane season started June 1st. It's June 5th, and we also have another tropical disturbance we are monitoring. Arlene quickly diminished and turned into a post-tropical depression. This is the area we are watching. It is at a 10% chance for the next 48 hours and then over the next 5 days. I do not think this is going to develop just because it's going to be entering some very cool waters, and that is not good for these storm systems. These storm systems need that warm water. It's fuel to developing a hurricane. So this area of the northeast Atlantic, you can see reaching to the European area, this is not favorable environment for a storm right now. So the drought monitor, we've had a lot of rain here in Oklahoma and Kansas the past few days, but we are still in extreme drought risk. The rest of the country, all these yellows and these tans, that is good to see. And it's very good to see down in the southeast portion of the lower 48, no drought action happening at all. That means the ground is well. We don't have any cracks we have to worry about. But once again, Oklahoma, Kansas, even parts in Texas, we really need to watch. And hopefully we have some relief on the way. And I think for you, Oklahoma City, we do have some relief on the way. Taking a look at the next 7 days, we have rain chances pretty much basically every single day. And I know you don't want to see your Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday have those rain chances, but it looks like those are going to be the best days we're going to see some action here in the metro coming up this week, up to about a 60% chance of storms Thursday through Sunday. So keep right here as we go throughout the week and get closer to the weekend to see if your plans are in jeopardy. So be sure to follow us once again, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. We are everywhere, and be sure to contact us at 855-334-4245. You can email us at info@hailtrace.com, and you can always go to hailtrace.com to see all our recent products and storm damages near you. Thanks for watching.